By the time you finish watching this video, you'll have a proven formula to create what I like to call the magic phrase. This powerful phrase will empower you to approach and engage with any woman, anytime, anywhere. While many people think this is just about breaking ice, the truth is that what I'm sharing with you today is far more universal and impactful. Imagine you're in a situation where you spot a woman you find intriguing but have no idea how to initiate a conversation, or perhaps theirs. A woman in your workplace or a school you'd like to get to know better, but you're unsure how to start. The first step is always the introduction phase, which is often the most challenging part. This is where many men unintentionally make mistakes. Then their appeal before the interaction has even begun. Now let's talk about a common trap that most men fall into during this stage. They tend to bombard women with a series of mundane questions. Questions like, what's your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Might seem harmless, but they often come across as dull and inspired instead of building a connection. This approach puts the woman in control of the conversation, leaving men scrambling to keep things interesting. Picture this: a man starts a conversation with, hi, what's your name? Responds with Jessica, and he follows up with, what do you do? After a few more generic questions. Both of them are left feeling bored. The manly soon number one is silently stressing, wondering how to savvy the conversation, while the woman is thinking, another dull conversation. I wish this would end. The key issue harass that by asking these generic questions, the man relinquishes control of the conversation. Instead of sparking intrigue, he ends up trying to impress her. Well, she remains disengaged. To avoid this, you need to shift the dynamic entirely. You need to make the woman eager to talk to you, actively participate in the conversation, to genuinely enjoy the interaction. This is where the magic phrase comes in. With just one simple sentence, you can transform the entire conversation, captivating her interest, making her want to engage with you. Secret lies in this golden rule. Use statements instead of questions. If you been following my content, you've probably heard me mention this concept, but today I'll break it down in detail because mastering this can completely change your interactions with women. Here's the idea: whenever you're attempted to ask a question, reframe it as a statement instead. For example, instead of asking, where are you from? Try saying, you don't seem like you're from around here. Are you European? Let's dissect this. Notice how the focus of the sentence is on the woman herself. This is crucial because the truth is people's favorite topic of conversation is themselves. Women in particular enjoy talking about their experiences and perspectives. By making a statement like a thus, you're not just asking for information. You're opening a topic that resonates with her. If your assumption is correct, she'll likely be intrigued and ask how you knew. If it's wrong, she'll still be curious about why you guessed. Either way, you've sparked her interest and encouraged her to actively engage with you. This is the power of making observations and turning them into statements. Let's look at another example. I've asked him, what do you do for work? You could say, you seem like a creative person. I bet you work in design. Or instead of, where did you grow up? You might say, you don't strike me as someone who grew up in the city. Did you grow up in a quieter place? Statements like these immediately make the conversation more dynamic and engaging because they focus on her. Women love hearing observations about themselves, especially when they're thoughtful and genuine. By doing this, you're not just making small talk. You're creating a connection, but there's more, the magic phrase, than just making statements. To take things to the next level, you need to add an emotional layer to the conversation you see building. Rapport isn't about discussing facts or listing accomplishments. It's about tapping into emotions. For instance, instead of asking a woman where she went to university, ask her how they tech experience shaped her, or if she mentioned she's a doctor, don't just comment on her long hours. Instead, ask her how it feels to save lives or what motivates her to lesson. To keep going. These types of questions invite her to share her emotions, making conversation deeper and more memorable. Women are naturally emotional beings. And by exploring their feelings, you create a sense of connection that goes far beyond surface level conversation. Share your own experience and feelings to this. Demonstrate lasdith and builds trust. Here's a pro tip. Focus on topics that evoke positive motions, such as childhood memoria stravel or personal achievements. These subjects tend to spark excitement and nostalgia, putting her in a highly emotional state that makes connecting with you feel lesson 3 effortless. When you combine the magic phrase with emotional depth, the entire dynamic shifts. The conversation stops feeling like an interview and starts to feel like an adventure one, where she's just as eager to participate as you are. So, my friend, try this approach the next time you find yourself talking to a woman. Speak in statements, explore emotions to watch as the interaction transforms into something truly engaging. And remember, this isn't about manipulation, it's about creating genuine connections that both of you can enjoy. Stay tuned, because in my next video, I'll dive even deeper into how to build sexual attraction and take these connections to the next level. Until then, practice what you've learned and I guarantee you'll notice a significant difference. See you next time.